Good morning everyone. So we're back in the urban garden and today I am going to be leaving my camera traps out. I actually bought a new camera trap. So I have been using this Bushnell HD and it has a viewfinder on the inside which is really handy, but on the downside of that it only has ever had a 1280 by 720, so I've always wanted to get a better one. So I have upgraded. I've got a Bushnell and it has full HD now. It doesn't have the viewfinder, so every time I collect it I'm going to need a laptop to see which is which. But from just playing around with it in the house, it's really good quality, so I really hope we can find something to really test it out and see how much better it is with the what I've been using. So I have been leaving my camera. The footage you have been seeing has been up right up in that corner now, but I'm going to broaden my search in this garden. I don't know if you can see those pathways moving up into the garden, so something is definitely coming in and out of this garden towards this apple tree that I've been showing you. So I'm going to put the camera trap actually right here, pointing straight up the garden, and see what we can find. So I have this, I have a little stand for it. I'm just going to place that right there, and I'm going to go put a few seeds and stuff right in front, and yeah, see how it goes. There's also then there is the apple tree down here, which must be attracting it something. I haven't seen anything just off the top while I've been here, but I haven't put a camera trap here, so I'll spin around here. So you can see there that there's just still buckets of apples still on the ground here. So I'm going to leave this guy on this tree pointing at that, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I have to run off to work now, unfortunately, so can't play around all day, and yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll see, do we get anything. Alrighty, hello again everyone, we're back in the garden, and I can see that something has eaten all the dog biscuits, so hopefully it is the fox and not the pine marten, even though it's never a shame to see a pine marten. I'm out looking for a fox today, so that's what I'm hoping to get. As I said, I've been using the new camera trap, which hopefully gives us even better images than my last camera trap. And yeah, it's been a pretty rainy night last night, so hopefully that hasn't affected anything. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the camera trap that I left down at the apple tree and see has that got anything. But yeah, looking promising as all the dog biscuits go on, so yeah, I'll carry on. My old camera trap that I had set on the apples on the ground here to see what comes around. Now, we got something that I wasn't expecting. There's a little viewfinder in the back of this, and unfortunately so I managed to put it on photo rather than video, unfortunately. So we only have photos of the action that happened last night around the apple tree. But nonetheless, we have a surprise visitor that I wasn't expecting. I'm very excited to see. So I'm going to get home, I'm going to take the cards out of both these guys, and I'm going to actually set up both camera traps here, and I'm going to feed the air. I'm going to put some dog biscuits in among these apples and put all my eggs into one basket, so to speak, and set up the two camera traps here for a little while and see what we can get coming in. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna leave this guy here. This guy here as well, getting the ground view. So I've got 2 camera traps on the one area, which I've never done. So I've got this guy looking at the ground shot, and then on the tree over there I have the other camera trap. So hopefully we can get whatever's coming in to reappear and get them on. Maybe seeing the 2 footages of the same thing would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna get home. Okay, back home and looking at the camera trap footage. So we're going to start off with the new camera trap, and I'll include the details of the camera trap and stuff down below. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff and what sort of stuff, I'll include a link to the type of camera trap that I'm using. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's see what we have got. Yeah, I'll put that on now. Oh, we have a fox straight off the bat. Oh, that's really good to see. Oh, the detail on this, it's really nice. I have to say, I'm enjoying. It's miles better than my old camera trap. This one is HD, of course, so I would expect it as much. I hope he comes back into shot there. He's kind of hanging out on the side, he or she. They really are lovely animals. You can see how shy and elusive this one is. He's not going to be easy to get a picture of. He's walking across the screen there. Could be limping very slightly, this fox. Real beautiful animal. Now I'm just going to, let's see, does he? Looks like he's about to walk close. He seems to be very wary of the camera trap actually. I wonder, he must be able to see it or maybe even smell it. There's a nice shot from there. Looks like a nice mature fox, really nice bushy coat. Let's go take a wee look at that now. Get a closer look. I'll zoom in a wee bit on that and we'll take a wee look. Oh, we can see him there, hanging out on the side there. So this is going to be a tricky fox. So the ultimate plan would be when the days get a little bit longer, hanging out in this garden in the evening in a hide and maybe trying to get real footage of him. I want to see, is he limping as well, he or she? Just wait for her to start crossing the screen here. That does look like a bit of a limp. Could be just the way we're walking. I'll have to look into that and see if we can spot it again. So I also got other footage of the fox in the same place. The only thing was, as I mentioned earlier, that it didn't rain a lot last night, and unfortunately now the shots that I've shown you, it didn't have any effect on. It mightn't have rained it, but the other shots I've got there's a bit of water on the screen, so that just explains the fuzziness. So we'll take a wee look on that. But there was a little surprise that I've seen that I wasn't expecting, but interesting nonetheless. So let's take a wee look and we'll see what we're doing. So just notably to say, it's going to be tricky to get video footage of this. I'm looking forward to the challenge of trying to get a real picture or footage of these foxes, because they seem to be very elusive and wary of my camera. So I can only just imagine how wary these foxes are of people. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers there might have spotted something in the background. You can see the 2 eyes just there in the background. So what could that be? Well, our question is answered just a little bit, we actually have 2 foxes. You can see the one on the right seems to be the beta of the 2. Ears backed and cocked, and the other fox's ears are up. So I wonder, is this a male and a female this time of year that would be courting? Or they could be even the young from last year. So very interesting. Great to see that there's actually a number of foxes, and they seem to congregate in this garden, which is really cool. So really glad we got the fox again, and really excited to see these guys. So yeah, no, great success for me. I'm happy out. Noticeably going to be tricky to get these with just how wary these guys are. They're super wary of the camera on the tripod. They know it's something that wasn't there the day before, the night before, and they are super wary of it. And this is an infrared light. They shouldn't be able to see this light, and it nearly looks like the light scares them, and I can't figure that out. And they're very wary. I think it's just wary of the tripod. Probably smells like me actually, and it's probably, you know, they probably don't like it. So yeah. So on to our next camera trap. I did say we got something exciting, which I wasn't expecting, and I stupidly, somehow, I've never done it before, managed to put it on photo rather than video. So it's just one of those cases, and it's one of these things where I can't control, but I am kicking myself over it. But nonetheless, I've caught something on the camera trap that I was super excited about. I wouldn't have expected, so we'll go straight into the camera road now. So first off, you can see me heading off, blissfully unaware that this is now taking photos and not taking video. So yeah, I apologise. So first off, we have something that set it off, but nothing. And then in the following one, we see Mr. Badger. So this is a really good one. I've never caught a badger on a camera trap. This is the first time I've ever seen a badger on one of my camera traps or something on my own equipment. So I'm super excited about this, and that's the prospect of that there's badgers in and around this area that I actually might be able to find. And we also get a very interesting picture. So we get another picture of him feeding away on the dog biscuits and apples that are down there. And I think they'd be coming in as well to feed on apples, but we get this interesting one of him right up at the screen. They look like whiskers on the left, so I wonder, is that about it? Because that camera trap is actually up in a tree, so it's very interesting how that has played out. But yeah, so that is all the footage from today, and my camera traps are out there at the moment, both on the apples. I'd really like to see the badger back, even though this is meant to be about getting foxes. But you know, that's the thing about wildlife, you can't control it. You know, I can try to create little stories and all, but I don't know what's going to happen, and that's also what I love about it, which is great. So yeah, if you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe, it helps me. And yeah, until the next one, we will see you again. Alrighty, bye bye.